Hi, welcome to Mondays with Melissa. Today I thought I'd clear up some confusion about the 5-year Medicaid look back. The 5-year Medicaid look back is the same for everyone. So anyone who's going into a nursing home and needs Medicaid, they're going to look back 5 years, which means they're going to look back at your bank statements for the last 5 years, as well as your tax returns for the last 5 years, because they want to see what you've done with your assets during that time period. Now, if you're a married person and you've given your assets over to your spouse, that's completely fine, and Medicaid is not going to penalize you for that. But let's say you're not married, and let's say that over the last 5 years, when we take a look at your financial records, we see that money has gone out to various people over the years. So Medicaid is going to look at that, and they're going to say, based on how much you gave away, that you're ineligible for Medicaid for some period of time. That period of time we call the penalty period. So you have to get through the full 5 years in order to protect what you've gifted and given away. Otherwise, they're going to look back to see what you've done with your assets. And things like, small gifts here and there, that's not really what they're looking for, although they have a right to ask about anything. What they're looking for is larger checks written. Anything $2,000 or more is typically what we provide explanations for to Medicaid. And even things like a gift for a wedding or a graduation or something like that can be counted as a gift that is going to carry a penalty with it. So it can become very challenging for people, especially when there's a crisis situation and no one's really been thinking about Medicaid planning for those last 5 years. It wasn't even kind of in the realm of possibilities. So it's important to really get the information and understand what this 5-year look back really means and how it can negatively impact you when you transfer, give away assets. And what's the safest way to give them away? What's the best way to give them away? And what's the safest way for you to give them away so it protects you as well as protecting the assets? And that's what we're here for, to kind of look at the whole picture and really understand what's gone on in the last 5 years so that we can make sure you're protected if something happens tomorrow and that you understand the ramifications going forward as you go on with your life in case you need care sometime down the road. Put any questions into the comments. Always happy to answer questions, especially about Medicaid. And I'll see you next week.